Not to brag or anything, but I was always made for greatness. I always got good grades. I go to a top university. I'm charismatic, humble, and handsome. So to think I would end up trapped in another dimension with a demon. Guys, I really need your help. My story begins Halloween 2023. I just finished my sophomore year at one of the top universities in the country. I had a girlfriend named Rebecca. Her family was poor. She could only afford to go to a community college. She also had to work part-time at a fast food restaurant. This is where I met her. Stupid girl, but she was hot. Also, she was very quiet and reserved. So she had some positives. I planned on upgrading from her after I got my degree. I wanted to do something fun for Halloween with her. The only other friend I really had was my college roommate, Troy. He was a complete dork. He was really into ghosts, demons, and other superstitious stuff. He would say some weird shit like there's a demon living in a forest an hour away from campus. He said 8 people disappeared from that forest. I didn't believe him, of course. Only an idiot believes in ghosts, demons, and spirits. But I thought it would be fun to take Rebecca along to the forest during Halloween night. I can impress her with my bravery. So I pulled up with my car to her house in her shithole neighborhood during Halloween evening. She excitedly opened the door with a grin on her face. "Come on, let's go." I nudged towards my car. "Where are we going?" she asked. "To that haunted forest Troy has told us about." She gave me a disinterested look. "Oh, maybe we could watch a horror movie on Netflix or go to one of the college's Halloween parties." Her disinterest annoyed me. Here I am, wasting all my time showing her a proper spooky Halloween experience. But all she wants to do is watch Netflix or go to a party. Anyway, we decided to go to the forest after a bit of convincing. When we got to the forest, it was already dark. Staring at the forest from my car, it did look very dark and ominous. It made me feel uneasy. Looking at Rebecca's face, I could tell she felt the same way. But I wanted to look brave and impress her. "Scared, huh?" I said teasingly. "Sam, it's getting late. Can we go back?" "Babe, I will protect you," I replied with a smile. "You know I'm your protector. You can count on me. I've been looking forward to this, spending time with you." She paused for a bit, then gave me a weak smile and nodded her head. As we entered, the first thing I noticed was the forest was shrouded in gloomy darkness, making it hard to see. It was eerie silent. Didn't hear much rustling in the bushes or the wind blowing on the trees. I wanted to head back, but my determination to impress Rebecca outweighed my unease. Rebecca was grabbing onto my arm the whole time. I could hear her panting and rushed breathing. After about 30 minutes of walking, she spoke up. "Sam, can we head back now?" I was annoyed. She didn't seem impressed at me at all. All she cared about was herself and getting out of the forest. No, I was determined to stay in the forest until I showed how brave I was. "Ooh, you scared," I mockingly said. "Yes, can we please go She suddenly paused. She was staring at something, her mouth slightly open, eyes filled with terror. I followed her eyes and saw a dark figure. An animal? No. As my eyes adjusted to the darkness, the dark figure was human in shape, but at the same time it was obviously not human. It was skinny, around 8 feet tall. Its arms and legs were disproportionately long compared to the rest of its body. It started to walk towards us. I let out a loud scream. It continued to get closer and closer to us. Panicking, I shoved Rebecca towards the dark figure to distract it. Thankfully, that gave me the chance to run away. I continued to run, not daring to look back. I don't know for how long, but I continued until I was too tired to run anymore. As I was catching my breath, I looked around me. No demon in sight. Thank goodness, I thought to myself. I decided to rest there for a few minutes, but I was much more tired than I thought. I dozed off for I don't know how long. I eventually woke up from hearing footsteps. After adjusting my eyes to the darkness, I saw a dark figure approaching me. "It's the demon," I thought to myself. I cried in terror. Why me? Anyone but me. My life is too precious. I closed my eyes, accepting my fate. When I suddenly felt a hard slap to the face, I opened my eyes and was shocked by who was in front of me. It was Rebecca. "You are a fucking asshole," she wailed. "You used me as bait so you could get away." I was astonished by what she was saying. She never acted this way. She was always very reserved and polite, and she just physically assaulted me. I was furious with her, but I knew I had to get on her good side. "No, babe, you got it all wrong. I was trying to protect you." She looked enraged. "Protect me? How is shoving me towards the monster and then running away protecting me?" "You're exaggerating. I didn't leave you to die," I retorted, "and it's not like you contribute anything relevant to society like me. You should be grateful that you have a great guy protecting you." We then heard rustling in the bush. Thinking it was the demon, I grabbed Rebecca and put her in front of me so I wouldn't get hurt. It turned out just to be a squirrel. Sighing with relief, I let go of Rebecca. "You just used me as a human shield," Rebecca screamed. "Now, Rebecca," I tried to explain, "you got it all wrong. I grabbed you to protect you. You should be thanking me." She looked at me with disgust and said, "That's it. I'm done with you," and started walking away from me. This completely caught me off guard. No one walks away from me. Why was she being so selfish? "What, you think you can escape without me?" I asked mockingly. "We both know you're too stupid to survive without me. You need me." She continued to walk away without a word. Fine, I don't need her anyway, I thought to myself. My eyes started to adjust to the darkness. It's easy, just head back the way I came from and I will be there in no time. And I was right. After about 30 minutes of walking, I was at the forest exit and I saw my car. I grinned. Sweet freedom. Dumb bitch should have stuck with me. I was just about to leave the forest toward my car when something grabbed my right leg. It was the demon. It was pulling me back inside. I was wiggling my leg, trying to get my leg loose, but the demon's grasp was too strong. "Bro, you should see my sick gaming setup," the demon said in a stereotypical surfer dude accent. What? I didn't understand. The demon was slowly pulling me back into the forest. To my bewilderment, I saw Rebecca. She was already outside, and she was walking towards the car. "Rebecca! Rebecca!" I screamed again and again as the demon was slowly pulling me back into the forest, but she couldn't hear me. "Rebecca!" I cried, but it was already too late. The demon dragged me through the pitch darkness. I cried in horror. What was it going to do to me? It's been a year. The demon took me to his house in another dimension. The forest has a portal to that dimension. Turns out the demon loves video games, and the other 8 people he kidnapped just play games and smoke weed with the demon all day. They seem to be having a great time and offer me to play and get high with them. I always refuse. I hate it here. I was meant for greatness, not hanging out with a weird demon and a bunch of stoners. The demon said once a human goes through the forest portal, they can't come back, so I'm trapped here. He allows me to use his internet and laptop. I sometimes go on Alexis's social media. Turns out she transferred to Cornell and is doing very well for herself. I miss her so much. Please, guys, you must help me. I'm so bored. Come to the forest and rescue me.